Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Raquel and we're now starting our yoga practice. Today we are going to be on the floor the whole time. So oftentimes when I teach, people actually enjoy being on the floor and doing a little bit of movement and breathing. And there's something very grounding and nourishing about just being on the floor. So today we're going to explore a little bit of that. And we need our props, so have your 2 blocks ready and a strap and then 2 blankets. And we're going to start lying down. So you can put the blocks to the side for a moment. And one of the blankets will be underneath your head. And I'd like for you to have your strap within a hand's reach, so close by. And lie down. You can adjust your shirt, your hair. And let's start with heels out, toes in, so you're slightly pigeon-toed, letting the inner knees touch. And then open the arms out to the sides, lift the chest, and then get the shoulder blades nice and flat on the floor. Close your eyes. And take a moment to feel the heaviness of your body on the floor. This meat suit we wear wherever we go. So letting all of this to feel like it's softening into the yoga mat, and as if you could let go of your body. And notice what you find yourself thinking about at this moment in time. There's always a theme, a subject. And see if that's trying to keep you connected to something that has already happened, or if it's something you're projecting into the future, planning, strategizing, organizing. And the only thing that's actually happening right now is you lying down on your mat. So you're lying down with some support underneath your head. And take 3 deeper breaths into your center, wherever your center feels that it is for you today. And as you do this, keep the face soft. We got 1 more breath. Then gently blink the eyes open. You're lightly gazing at the ceiling. And then toe heel the feet together as you hug the left knee in towards your chest. Good. You hug it in, you're lightly holding that left leg. You can have the right leg long on the floor. Very slowly make circles with your left ankle. And let the circles be big and broad. And then circle the other way. Good. And then release. Now on the breath, inhale, point the toes forward. Exhale as you flex. Inhale forward and then flex. And inhale, point the toes again. And you flex the foot. You grab the strap. Let's place the strap around the ball of your foot as the leg goes up towards the ceiling. The first thing we're going to do here, we're going to towel the foot. So the hands are holding the strap and you're removing that strap from the ball of the foot to the center of the foot, just to the front of the heel, all the way up. Good. And then pause here where you feel that the strap is right on the ball of your foot. And you probably have done this a million times. So where does your leg need to be today? Sometimes a little lower if the hamstrings feel tight today. We don't need to crank any of this. Just see what's available here in your left leg. And then do a few gentle swings of that leg forward and back. And then we pause. Now the right hand holds both ends of the strap. And you do a little crossing of the midline. So now the top leg moves to the right. And then back to center. Now left hand holds the strap. Can you open the left leg a little to the left? And then center. Cross the midline again. Right hand holds. Crossing to the right. And now reach that leg on a diagonal away from you. And then back to the side and center. And just one more time opening to the left. And then all the way up. Let's pause here. Reach the arms all the way up so your arms are straight. So arms are straight. You might feel the bottom tips of the shoulder blades gently touching the floor. And the grip on the strap is easeful. Easeful. Now can we reach the top heel a little bit more vigorously as the toes move down towards the shin. And then you swing that leg again a few times. If it makes sense to swing. Some of you might prefer to keep the leg in stillness. Good. And you release, bend that knee. Put the strap to the side. And then left leg long on the floor. Both of your legs long, and register the left side, how it feels now compared to the right. Good. And let's do the other side. So hug the right knee in towards your chest. You're lightly holding that knee. And we start with the ankle circles. Ankle circles. You might hear some cracks and pops along the way. And can you roll over the opposite direction? And we come back to stillness. Inhale, point the toes forward. Exhale as you flex. Inhale as you point. Exhale, flex. Inhale as you point. And then you flex. Okay, we find that strap. We loop the ball of the foot as the leg goes up to the ceiling. And let's right away towel the foot, ball of the foot, center, heel. And we bring everything now to stillness with the strap on the ball of the foot. And see how this right leg is today. This is the curious thing about this practice. Every day the body is a little different. It gives you different sensations. It requires a different attention from you. And the fun part is, can we be discerning and notice when we need to back off, when we need to give ourselves more space, and also when we need to step it up a little bit. So you might notice, you might already know what your tendency is, to either be on the super mellow side or the type A side. And right now, see if you can do a little bit of your opposite of what it's hard for you to engage with. For most people, it's hard for them to soften, for most people. And now let's do those swinging, gentle swinging of the leg. Remember, it's a swing, not a pull. And you might notice that the top knee might be a little bit bent for this. It's okay. Do one more swing. And then find your center with the top leg super straight. The left hand holds the straps. And then we gently cross the midline. And as you do this, you guys, keep the back of the pelvis on the floor. So we're not rolling the hip. You're just moving the leg. And back to center. And now it's the right hand that holds the straps. You open a little to the right. Again, the left buttock stays grounded. And then you go up. Changing again. You cross the midline. And keep the right side of your waist long. And now can you reach that leg a little bit on a diagonal to the left, away from you. And then all the way to the side and up. And then last time, the right leg to the right. Any amount. And then back to center. Your arms all the way up. Gentle grip on that strap. And maybe, can we let go of that leg a little bit more so the top leg is moving away from you? A little bit more than usual. And you recommit with reaching up through that heel. Giving your calf a nice opening, but you still might be feeling more at the back of your knee or the hamstrings. That's all good. Enjoy your leg. One more breath here. And you bend. We put the strap to the side. And the feet on the floor. And both of your legs long on the floor. Both of them. Open the arms out to the sides. And tune into your hips. And the way the buttocks are in contact with the floor. Your right leg is long and fluffed up, and so is the left leg. And good. Now turn the toes up towards the ceiling, bend the knees, and feet on the floor again. Let's do outer hip, left ankle on top of your other thigh. And let's bring the knees in towards your chest. And you hold the back of your right hamstring. So this is your thread the needle legs. As you exhale, you can bring that right thigh in towards you. And notice the left elbow on the left inner thigh. And then press that thigh away, a little away from you. We keep our shoulders relaxed. Now inhale, straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you stay here. We're going to point the toes again. Inhale, point the toes towards the ceiling. Exhale as you flex. Inhale, point. And then flex. And inhale as you point. And then you flex. Bend the knee. And you put that foot back down on the floor. Keep the legs the way they are. And put the arms out into a T, palms facing up. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, roll over to the right side until the sole of the foot touches the floor. For some of us, the left shoulder will completely come off the floor. That's okay. If the right hand easily holds the ankle, you can do that. If that ankle is too far, don't worry about it. You're only going to move your top knee, which is your left knee. So now when you inhale, reach that knee further away from your face, from your chest. And then as you exhale, bring the knee down in towards your chest. And continue. Inhale, bring that knee out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, out. And then back in. And one more time, bringing the knee out. And then back in. Good. And back to center. Now the top hand on that outer knee, on the outside of your knee. And now push the knee to the hand, and with the hand you resist. Now pause and let that knee melt down to the floor. And big breath here on the left outer butt. And then you release the arm. You uncross the leg as you bring everything to center. You can press the feet down, kind of lift the pelvis, readjust. And then the right ankle on top of the other thigh, hugging it in as you hold now the left hamstring for your thread and needle legs. Sense now the right elbow, gently pressing to the middle of your right thigh, reaching that thigh forward. Let the hips melt here. Let the jaw soften, as well as your throat. And now as you inhale, the left leg goes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, point to toes. Feel those toes almost touching the ceiling. Exhale as you flex. Inhale, point. Exhale as we flex. And inhale, point. And then you flex. Good. You bend. Let's allow that foot to touch the floor. Left foot on the floor. Now we rotate the other way. So allow your legs now to fall the other way. So the sole of your right foot is on the floor. Holding the ankle or not holding doesn't matter. You can open those arms out into that T. Inhale, reach that knee forward. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, forward. And then in. 2 more times. Just feel good. Good in your hips. Good on the outer buttocks. And then the next time the leg comes to center, the left hand goes on the outside of that knee. You're going to press the knee to the hand. The hand will offer that resistance. Stay there, hold it. And then you slowly release and just let that hip come up. And one more breath here. And then we release. You uncross the legs, bring the legs to center. So those are the feet together, knees apart. This is your butterfly legs. And with your hands, warm up your inner thighs. Warm up your inner thighs. Maybe even the tops of your thighs. Still working lower body here. And then release the arms. Keep the legs. Press the outer feet into the floor. Squeeze your butt. and then come up into a mini bridge. So bridge with your knees out. Now do your robot arms, elbows on the floor. Use your elbows to lift your chest more. Keep the pelvis as is. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And then reach the arms all the way overhead. Inhale the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, arms into the cactus. Not the cactus, the robot. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring the pelvis all the way down. When the pelvis touches the floor, let the knees open to the side even more and relax. Oof. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the outer edges into the floor. Squeeze the buttocks and then lift those hips up. Let's do the arm again. Inhale the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your arms overhead. Inhale the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the arms into robot. Inhale, press the elbows down, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, bring everything back down. Slide the hands on the outsides of your knees as you bring your knees up. Turn the heels all the way out and the toes in, pigeon toe like we did before. But now the heels are as wide as your mat. And then the right knee is going to slide down the opposite shin. And notice how the right knee is always touching the other shin. Always, always. So they don't separate. And back to center. And do the other side. So this is promoting now more internal rotation, which is the opposite of what we just did. And then rolling here. And back to center. Now, keep your knees together. We're going to involve the arms. So grab a hold of opposite forearms. The forearms are reaching up towards the ceiling. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, the knees fall to the left and the arms fall to the right. Arms and ribs to the right. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, the legs to the right, arms to the left. Inhale, center. And you twist. Continue. Inhale, center. And twist. So let this feel good. Now involving a little bit more upper body, mid-thoracic, the rest of your spine. Let's do one more on each side. Gentle rotation. Good. And we come back to center, the knees up, the arms up, and you release the arms down. Toe heel feet, the feet together, and keeping your knees together, you roll over to your right side and press the hands down. And notice if you're a little sleepy, right? Because we tend to when we are on the floor for too long. So, grab your blanket and sit on your blanket in the middle of your mat. And you can have one block on each side of your mat. Okay, cross the legs any way you like. And now have the right forearm completely land on the block. So here you have the right forearm on the block. For some of you, your left hip might have come off the floor. And that's okay. And I'd like for you to start your side bend here, really focusing on the left lower back. If you're noticing this is very mild and gentle for you, then you can remove the block and have your forearm on the floor. Now bring the left arm up towards the ceiling and just really reach that arm up as you open through the armpit. How can you open the arms through your armpit? So focus on that. Then you flip the palm towards the wall that is on your right side and you bring the arm alongside of your ear. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, continue the side bend, continue as you drop the head. Breathe into the left hip, and wherever that left hip is, keep releasing the left hip into the floor. Now look down, curl the upper back a little bit down as if you're doing the cat pose. And then bring yourselves to center and reach the top arm back as if you're doing the cow. And then one more round like this, looking down, rounding as you do the cat. And then up, going back as you do the cow-ish. Good. The inhale brings you all the way up. And close your eyes for a moment. Feel that left side of the body very long. And notice when the sensation goes away. And then you open your eyes. Other side, you bring the forearm to the block. And we breathe on the right side of the waist, the right lower back. And it might be useful with your other hand to kind of, like we did with the inner thighs, just rub the right side of your lower back. A little rubbing brings warmth, goes a long way. And it wakes you up to that part of your body. Now the right arm moves up towards the ceiling. You flip that palm forward. And then reach through your right armpit. Reach up, and then you continue into the side bend as you drop the head. Breathe into the right ribs as if you could breathe only into the right ribs. And then you look down as you curl it down. And then forward into the cow. And then you curl it down again. And open up into the cow. One more breath here. Long through the right side of your waist. And then you inhale, come all the way up. As you come up, the head is the last thing. And close your eyes. Feeling the right side. Change the cross of your legs. And let's do a simple twist to start. So left hand on your right knee. And the right fingertips are going to go behind you. And I'd like for you to hold the block. Okay, so you can have the block on the second height as you rotate to the right. Keeping the spine long. You revolve, looking over your right shoulder, reaching the crown of your head up. And now keep the rotation to the right, and you're only going to move the neck and the head as you turn the neck and the head the opposite way. The opposite way. So you're kind of looking forward. And you're still trying to rotate to the right. Good. Now keep looking forward. Inhale all the way back to center, hands on your knees. Other side, you can use the same block that is already behind you. You adjust the positioning of the block, and then the right hand on your left knee. Spine is long. And we rotate to the left, keeping the head light. Feeling the rotation, softening the shoulders. And as you keep the spine rotating to the left, we turn and we face forward. See if you can reconcile here where your pelvis is doing. which is different from what your thoracic spine is doing. So you're facing forward. And as you inhale, come all the way back to center. Hands on your knees. You're going to circle your ribs. So allow the front ribs to move forward, and then to one side, and then back behind you, and then to the other side and forward. And now can you reverse to that side, back, the other side, and forward. And continue to do this in a circular fashion. So this feels doable, it feels easeful. And notice if you were just moving your shoulders, you really want to move the ribs. And then reverse those ribs the other way. And you do one more big circle with the ribs. And you come back to center. Let the arms, the hands rest on your thighs and sit upright in a way that is easeful for you. You might even choose to sit on a chair, on the tip of your couch. And notice the relative stillness of the body. Perhaps you can feel a tingling in your fingers or your legs. Maybe you feel the warmth. Maybe you feel more energized. Maybe you feel more tired. So take a moment to register your inner state after this type of movement practice. How it might have affected your mood, your energy level. And notice if sitting upright like this right now feels almost like that final relaxation pose we do, Shavasana. Does it feel restful, or does it feel like a more alert shape for you? So this is a practice where we go inward. We use the movement, the breath to self-regulate. And notice the benefits, notice the effects of what we did today in your physical body, in your emotional body, in your energy body. And to honor this ever-changing, alive practice that keeps bringing us together, we fold the palms in front of the heart. We take a big breath in. And as you exhale, we bow the head. Thank you all. I hope you're not sleepy. It's okay if you are. Go take a nap.